we're discovering in the show the way home can mean many things. I want to know from the two of you, when you think of that title, what does the way home mean to you?
The way home means that you've strayed from it. And so that means that you've definitely learned some things, the good, bad, and the ugly, I'm sure.
Prodigal.
So getting it, yeah, prodigal. I love that. So coming back, it's kind of like if you're going back home, that means you're walking in with something new. So I guess newness.
To me, it implies a journey, that it's like you're not home, but you're starting to see the steps to find your way home. And so it might be a journey over a mountain or across a chasm or something like that, but at least you know what you're pointing at. And so there's a certain amount of hopefulness, which I really think is true in the show too, and that no matter how dark the show may get or how challenging or gritty the storytelling may make the audiences feel, they know that the reward is going to come. They know they're in safe hands, and they know that the Landry family has exciting things ahead.
Tell me what you got to bring to your character in season 2 that you didn't really get to touch on in season 1.
I feel like a nice side of Alice's character that we're seeing more in season 2 is she's starting to kind of challenge her mom and her grandmother. Like she's growing up, she's maturing, and so I think like in the way that in season 1 it might have been seen more as like her being a bratty teenager or her being difficult or her being like unagreeable. I feel like there's a growth in season 2 where the arguments that she's making in favor of whatever decisions or against whatever decisions her mom or grandmother are making for their family they really come from like a mature place, and it makes our relationships really rich. It makes our conversations as women and as family members really interesting, and things can get heated and get really interesting in a way that I think I'm excited to share that side of Alice this season.
I love this season for last year. There was the beginning of the romance, and I honestly just didn't think Dale was really ready for it. And sometimes they would be asking me to do things, and I would ask them, please, I don't want to do it that way. And they listened to me, and then they made it even better by having us have conflict instead of the romance working out. And I think it was more entertaining. It was fun to play. It was very entertaining. But this year there's a new romance, and they give me some opportunities were so much fun for a 65-year-old woman to do. I'm not going to say what it is because I don't want to say it right now, but it's fun to portray a woman at my age who is still vital and interesting and romantic and making an effort, like really trying. I think it's hard for Dale. I believe that Colton was her one and only. Can you imagine what it would be like to have to move on from a one and only, and what it would take after being in love with someone and having it be so perfect and so magical, how you move on beyond that. So that's been really interesting for me.
The show is not only about time travel, it's obviously about relationships. What do you love most about the relationship between Kat and Elliot?
Everything.
All of the things. I think to see the evolution of it, and to see all of the trauma that they've been through, that they've gone through, because, Colton was such a big part of Elliot's life as well. It became like a father figure. And so, it'd be weird to say siblings because that's, a whole different conversation.
It's not Star Wars.
Fair. But now I'm gone. You go.
I think that what I love about it is that we get to see the relationship as 16-year-olds, and then also in the present day as adults. And so you see the development.
Don't reveal my age.
Yes. Adults, generally adults. And you get to see the development, and it's fun to do that as actors, to play the difference. But it's also, I think, really nice for the audience because we can really connect to these kids, right? Like the way that we see the world as kids, the way we approach romance as kids, and everything feels very idyllic and beautiful. And so playing the sort of, I don't want to say grizzled, but like wizened by years, getting to play the transition is I think really rewarding and gives the audiences a chance to look inside the characters. And I'm really having a good time watching our younger performers as well.
Yes. Oh,
and
they're
like
fantastic.
Getting clues sort of, oh, I'm going to take what they're doing and I'm going to modify it. So then the audience is going to infer the 20 years in between or 15 years or whatever the time difference is.
It will always take you where you need to go.
The Way Home, all new season, Sunday, January 21st at 9, only on Hallmark.